Okay, it's been a hell of a day at sea today, sir. So I got these two hulls that were bad, so I went and got some nut certs from my dealer on account of they didn't have any bolts. Every time I order bolts from them, it's always, well, that's in Meridian. That's in Meridian. So I got the repair inserts, and I got some. I needed 4.5s, but they had 4.25s, so I took those. And I played heck finding a drill bit that would work. But what did save my butt was Dave Anderson over in Boise. He's the one that gave me the vise. He also gave me a box full of taps, and I had the 1 3/16 tap to drill the hole, but I needed an 1.25 fine thread tap to tap for these repair inserts, and couldn't find one anywhere. And finally I thought, wait a minute, I've got a drawer in the toolbox with all of the stuff Dave gave me, and lo and behold, there was an 1.25 fine thread tap in there. So Dave, you saved me. So anyway, I was just talking to Dean Schatz on the phone about my wear strips in here, and they're really scalloped on the sides, and it's because these surfaces are wore pretty bad, and these are wore down really bad. Matter of fact, this one's wore down sharp as a knife. So what's going on is these yokes are wallering around in there, and they've wore that edge like that. So I could tip it back up and weld all that up and flatten it out. But I only had 2 shims under each one of these, so I can't overlay that with any flat bar. And I'm pretty sure I replaced these years ago because that looks like my weld. I run on iced tea. Iced tea and start you bastard. And I need this thing to start you bastard. Anyway, so I'm going to go in the house. I've had enough for today. We'll start all over again tomorrow. Sun comes up tomorrow. Deal with whatever tomorrow brings. Early morning, cloudy, cold. So this is the piston. So everybody said I should check that seal and replace it, but I see nothing wrong with it. Oops. It looks good. Drop my mic. There we go. It looks good. Western doesn't have one. It's 2 days away. So I'm just going to put it back in. I dug all the grease out of there and I got that shoved in. I need that in anyway, so I'm going to run with that, boys. That's just all there is to it. I got to get this thing together. So my next feat is going to be to tip it up and weld up those nasty scallops on there and get that straightened back up. And then probably do a bunch of welding on this or on those plates, and then see if I got enough shims for those. I didn't have any shims under those, which tells me they were all the way down, wore out. So I probably got some shims in the van trailer somewhere, just have to find them. This one's obviously been welded up before, not enough. I bought some aftermarket new ones for the other side when I did it, but they're not as heavy as the original cat ones at all. So I shall build those up and then get them on. Anyway, I'm hoping I got this done sometime today. I don't want to go back in. He just rebounded. Yeah, all right, I have to push it in. Let's just push it back in here. I need a paper towel. I have this hammer greasy. There, that's up solid. Solid. All right, well, oh, you know what? I need to see if I can get some of these broken off bolts out first. So maybe that's what I'll work on. Somebody's suggesting welding a piece of pipe in there, but I think that's so rusted in. I think I'm going to end up drilling it out. This one I'm hoping I can, what I do is I put a washer over them and then a nut. Where I got threads, I could thread the nut on and weld the washer and the nut to it. Heat this up, see if she'll come out. That one you could put a bolt back in. It'd have to be just the right length. And then this one, I think that's a good hole. I just need to clean it out. I got this one drilled out and took it out, and lo and behold, there was another one broke in there or below it. And then this hole had the same thing. I just cleaned it out and I thought, oh cool, it's clear. And nope, there was a broke off piece in there and it was drilled. So I got the torch in there and went after it. That was fun. This one was sticking out, if you remember, and I've welded 4 nuts on there and heated that, let it cool, took the air hammer on it while I had the wrench. It won't budge. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to drill that one out. So Jeffrey's been wrestling this track frame around. I've rolled it over and over. And so I have welded up all the scallops down here in those. And I just got done welding this up. Don't mind all the voids. That's not important right now. Anyway, those under there, I had to do a lot of welding on to straighten those up. So I have burned, let's see, what rod was left in that, and then I went and bought a 50-pound box. I filled it clear up. I burned that clear through, filled it up again, and I'm down to the last little bit on it. So I'll bet I've put 3/8 of an inch in here. I think that's 4 passes right there. 4 passes. Anyway, I wanted a wicked grinding disc, so I went up to my local weld store and I bought a couple of these. These are 3M. They're called Cubitron. So when you get them, they're good and flat, but they don't last. They don't stay flat. I think this one's about toast. This is a very aggressive disc. This will cut unlike any other grinding disc I've seen. But the problem with them is they'll scallop because they're not flat. So I have to go get a regular flat disc to go across this and straighten it up. Like I said, they'll cut metal, but they're useless if you want to make something nice and flat, especially after they get wore because they get cupped. I'd have it done, but I get called off to go work on other stuff, so paying work. So that's why it's not done. But I'll whip its ass. This welding thing has just wore me out today. I'm not kidding. I had that thing laying up that way and I'm laying inside there. And because that thing's walking and stuff, it was scalloping it really bad on both sides. So I had to weld clear down into here to get it built up. Australian stickers, no good. That's the only one that's doing that. Apparently that's for indoor use only. It's probably made during the COVID lockdown. Made just to be inside, not outside. I don't know, it looks like the Butler one's taking a hit. It may not last. Rest of these, good quality stickers, staying put. It's just the West Track one. All right, well, I should probably go work on a video. I don't know what I'm going to show you, but I'll show you something. Alrighty, so I got her flipped back up. That's the other side that I welded up. That Cubitron leaves a really super fine finish, but like I say, it scallops pretty bad because it's so aggressive. So anyway, tomorrow I'll get putting all this stuff back in, and hopefully that won't take all day. Oh shit, I forgot. I'm going to be welding those up or buying new ones. I'm not sure what I'll do. If I can get them from Regal or somebody cheap enough, I think I'd just buy new ones. Heck with it. I'm tired of welding. Alrighty, we got I got the yoke and this idler set in. Top idler, I just need to finish torquing down the bolts here. Ready to put the front idler in. So I keep getting comments about, shouldn't there be a single flange roller there? No. All three of my D9s on the front go double-double. The only reason you put the single on the back is to clear the sprocket teeth. On the front, you're not going to have any problem clearing those inside flanges with the roller. So I've ground off the paint because it was a 1/4 inch thick. So let's see if we can get her up in there. Camera probably go dead. I had it on the charger, but it don't seem to want to charge. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. So here's my dilemma right there. She doesn't want to go in. Don't know why. I don't know why. We'll see if we can figure that out. So I've been working on this, and then I was helping Jake a little bit. He got the final drive out of the truck, and the pinion's good, but the bow gears got shot. and he's got a good one on the pallet there. So he's got to get this in the shop and tipped up, and then you can see the teeth that are gone. And it's surprising it didn't tear the ones off the pinion, but you can see how it's gouged it in here. So I'm wondering if these pieces came off, went around and got between the case and the gear, and then tore the rest of them off. So nothing ever goes on like it should, I guess. So in order to get these collars on, they've got a ridge all the way around here, and you got to grind that off. And then they got a big one here, you've got to grind that off. And then in order to get your socket on, make sure you put a bolt in and put a socket on first, because the top ones aren't bad, it's the bottom ones. And you got to grind that until your socket will go on. So I've got that one on. Now it's time to wrestle this bugger on. See, this has to be smooth, and it had a great big ridge around it, and then that ridge also extended off of here. I had to get rid of that. I put it in there without the collars to test fit it, make sure it's gonna fit, and of course it didn't want to, but we made it, so we're good there. So I just got to get the collars on, put it back in. Okay, we're in. So let's look. There's no shims under here, and look at the gap I got. So I went in the van trailer looking for my shims, couldn't find them. So I need to get on the horn right now and get them ordered, because they won't be here till Tuesday. So I think I'll go in and do that, order a shim pack for this, for the plates here, and I think that's it. Anyway, Jeff wins. He's got to do a little grinding to make things fit. It's my life story. Grinding, he could do anything with a grinder, cutting torch, and a cinder block, and a winch. Oh, and 2 galleon cranes. Dear, 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 dear. Ooh, it's been cloudy. Mr. Griff's afraid to come out here. I think he hears thunder. He goes running for the basement. You need to go outside and go pee and poop, so I ring the doorbell. Man, he comes out of the basement. Okay, so, God, what day was it? Sunday? Monday? I put this bearing support all together. So that's done. What did I do today? I paid bills, deposited some money to cover the bills. Attempted to work on my car. I bought a adjustable PCV valve. I'll be showing you that. Anyway, this Saturday there's a car show out in Chalice, and I would like to drive my car out there. It's about 150 miles. So I gotta make sure everything's in good working order. So, oh, I know what else I did. I ordered these here. I ordered some new plates. Wear plates. I'm not, for the money for new ones, I'm not even gonna mess trying to weld them up. Anyway, Kyle Fisher and one of his helpers showed up today. Can't believe he left all these tools out. It's gonna rain, Kyle. It's gonna rust that stuff. Ugh. And they're drinking paint thinner. Holy shit. Holy shit, guys. Drinking paint thinner. Oh, looky, I left a wrench out here. Is Pittsburgh. That's out of the service truck. So anyway, I'm not gonna get those parts. Oh, I know what else I ordered. I ordered those wear guards and this. That was so wore, so bad from the hard bar equalizer bar running on it. It just burned a hole through it. So I just went, bull crap. I'm not welding that up and trying to grind it round. So I just said, the heck with it. Got a new one coming. So I guess that one's in Tennessee. I got them from American Crane Tractor. The guide plates are in Kansas. They're pulling a wagon down in Kansas somewhere. So I'll bet it's gonna, I don't know. Don't even know if I'll see him by the end of the week. Oh, so I know what I'm gonna do. Tomorrow I'm gonna go get the grader and bring it home and drop the Jeep off the trailer, load it on the trailer, and go clear up up in the hills up above Idaho Falls. I've got a subdivision road to grade. It's one I did last year or 2 years ago. No, last year. Pretty sure it was last year. So anyway, It was a beautiful evening, or beautiful day, till this shit came along. Now it's not. Come here. Come here, Porky. How's my Porky buddy, huh? How's your just buddy? Come here. Come here. Come by me. Yeah. Get ya. What's the matter? You want to go to bed? Do you want to go to bed? Bark. Speak. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. Yeah. Oh, Jeff, I kind of want to play. I don't really know what I want to do. Want to go to the house and play? All right, I'm coming to get you. I'm coming. Here I come. Poop head. What you got there? Got a bone? All right, so on the other side of the grader, I have a broken wear guide. I got a whole new bag of them here. So I've installed one on the bottom here, and I have... Okay, we're back. I accidentally turned the camera off. So I had to go down and I had to get some of these new guide plates because these are so wore out they won't cover, they just barely cover the wear strip. So I've got shims under there. I left some room to get some shims on the top. So now we'll get, you know, I'm kind of surprised that Cat doesn't make these go up farther than they do. They really need to be up much farther if you ask me. Huh. Okay, then we'll go to the other side, put a new one on. Got the microphone hanging off my hat bill. We'll see how that works. As long as my hat stays on, I think we'll probably be good. One down, 3 more to go. This is what they look like. These are brass, and as you can see, they're pretty worn. And these ones, I don't know what they're made out of. They almost look like steel because they got some kind of cosmoline crap on them. I'd really rather have the black brass ones. I can't believe they still make, well, that's an updated number, 497342. Maybe that is, I don't know what it is. I have no idea. So let's go to the other side and get it tore down. So it's this one here. See, there's nothing there. It broke it out. Nothing left on the back side. That's not good. Not good at all. There it goes. Where are you? What's left of him? Okay, so that's all that's left. I just covered the camera in dirt. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so there's some shims in there, and I got to get them driven out. CE, clean the slot out. So the M series graders up on top here have some adjusting doodads. I'd love to convert mine over. So what they do is they drill this and tap this for 2 kind of screw deals and a lock nut. And that way, instead of having to use the shims to tighten it up and compensate for the wear in the shoe, you just undo the lock nut and screw it down, and it pushes on that shoe that rides on here and tightens it up. And that's a really, really good idea, Kat. So I would love to convert it over if I could. So we gotta see if there's, yeah, there's shims in here, and they're stuck in there really good. There they go. See the pack stuff, how much gap there was. So there's one shim. There's got to be another one in there. I'm just not catching it, or what? You got to try to get all the crap you can out of it, or you're not going to get it adjusted correctly. Yeah. So it looks like, so I've never seen one that thick. That looks like something somebody made, put in there. This side ain't bad. That other one was just horrible. I had to get in there with a screwdriver and really go to town to try to get the junk out. So I've got to get the dang thing pried over to be able to get this in, because I got tons of room on the front side, but none on the back. I may have to start it up. My hat fell off. I may have to start it up to do that, get it to move. It's not budging. So all I did was turn the circle a little. Didn't look like that was enough. Just not quite enough to do it. It just doesn't want to go in there. I don't know why. It's tight, tight, tight. Hey, stick your fingers in there, Jay. See what's going on. I just don't feel anything. Dirty bugger. Okay, I'm gonna probably just have to go get a bigger hammer, drive it in. Okay, so I got them changed. Here's the leftover ones. Some of them wear pretty bad. It's the bottom ones that wear pretty bad. That one's almost wore clear through on the bottom. There's the broken one. That's a homemade shim. I know that because it's too wide. That's a rusty one. So what'd I do to get that in? I tipped the moldboard forward, and then it went in, and then I had to pound the shim in on the top one to get it in. But I got it. So, Operation Tighten the Moldboard Slide Up is complete. What else is going on today? Well, it was a crappy day earlier this morning and raining. It's since blew over and cleared off. Oh, somebody stole my U-dozer. Now, Kyle could not get a nice weld because of the wind. So he was gracious enough. He had a truck come down, a 1-ton Ford with a fifth wheel, and we loaded that blade on the trailer, and he took the push arms, and he's going to take it down to his shop and finish it, because they just fought it all day yesterday, all day long, and didn't get 2 holes done. So he could see that there's just no way he could do it. If the weather would have straightened up, he could have got it done, I think, pretty easy. Anyway, I've got a little job in Blackfoot I got to go do with the grader, and then I got to put it on the lowboy. And I think was it last year or year before last, I went up in the hills and graded a great big long road up in the hills. Anyway, I got to go back and do that again. So that'll be good as long as it's not raining and blowing. It's beautiful up there and it's really nice. And so I want to go do a fun job. I'm waiting for some parts for the track frame so I can finish assembling it, and then I can get that track frame off and get the other one on. So that's what I'm up to.